This video took a little bit of a weird turn. What started out as originally just a weekly-ish vlog that I had planned on recording very quickly shifted into a spooky shop with me. So the original content I removed, and now it's just going to be me going to a bunch of stores because I went there like 6 times this week. So come shop Halloween style decor. I'm very excited about it becoming fall soon. And have now been to HomeGoods / TJ Maxx. It's combined by me, I think 3 times this week. And I can't stop. I do think I am about done now. This was the last thing I was actually looking for outside of like Johanna Parker type things. I have this library type room that I really enjoy and like decorating for all of the holidays. So I think this will be a good fit in here. I decorate with a lot of candles typically, so I also got this. Anytime I find cool, just basically candle stands or candlestick holders, I get them, and this was on clearance for $5. So I think this will be another really good addition for the Halloween season and fall. I like to use them frequently on like a mantle, on a table. So this will be like, give me some height differentiation as I'm decorating for different places. The last thing I got was this, and I hesitated on this. Let me get it open. I hesitated on this, but it's like a glass ball. I don't know if it's actually crystal. I'd actually probably prefer that it's not, because crystal balls can be a little bit dangerous, but I thought this could be another cool like witchy-esque thing, but still dressy enough that I can have it on the mantle or in the living room on the mantle. So yeah, I got some fun extra stuff today. I'll show you some clips of the original things I purchased, which I think I might have already shown in here, but if not, I'll call them out again. This is my favorite time of the year, and I am so ready for it to start getting cooler again so I can decorate and just feel the fall vibes. The 2 Johanna Parker mugs I could find at my local store. I'm hoping they get more of like the canisters in, but I haven't seen them yet. And then this was just way too cool to pass up. Hold on. It's from Martha Stewart, and I just think it's so cute. So I'm thinking I might do more of like a vintage carnival-y type vibe in my kitchen this year. Oh, and I forgot about my tarot bowl. I love tarot and witchy and everything like that, so that I'll use that in baking for sure. These I didn't want to bring upstairs just yet, but he was so cute. I couldn't pass on him. I'm not fully sure where I'm gonna put him yet. He might go upstairs in my office, or maybe he goes in the library. Unsure. Or maybe in the kitchen with all of the other stuff. And then this Medusa bust, I fell in love. The only thing is I wish it was real stone. It's like a resin. But it's kind of nice that it's a little bit lighter. It's just such a good look. So I'll replace one of my other busts upstairs with her when it's time to decorate and get in the spirit. And then lastly, this was a mirror I looked for last year and I never found it. So this year they had it, and the first second I saw it, I just grabbed it. Hold on, I'll flip it over so you can see the full image. This is fully what it looks like when it's all set up. So this will also go on the mantle in the library, I believe. I have a running joke that I like to get the animals that I have in my house, and I had a bat in my garage last year, so got the bats to represent that. I have some pictures from previous years that I can show, like how I typically decorate my mantles and just my spaces, so I'll share those as well. Ignore my beautiful basement background. So this was the first year in this new house where I decorated the mantle, and you can see the progression to the second year and then the third year. Each year is just kind of adding. I did add some jack-o'-lanterns in the window last year, and this fireplace mantle is new. Okay, so originally I was going to have this week be a regular weekly vlog, but I have gone Halloween shopping so many times that I think this is going to be a Halloween exploration at the stores instead. Yeah, I'm going back to HomeGoods because I learned that they have 4-foot bat candelabras, which if they have those in stock, I'd rather get 2 of those to put on either side of my fireplace rather than the one smaller one I had, so I'd return that one. And then I'm still looking for more Johanna Parker because I love Johanna Parker. And then I might, if I'm feeling up to it, drive up to Michael's because they have supposedly released some of their Halloween stuff as well. I ordered a little bit online, but they didn't have everything available online, so I was going to see if they had some of the things in person. So that might be the extent of my day. We'll see if I make it up to Michael's. I'm not the biggest, like, going out, driving a lot, and interacting with a lot of people, so we'll see how my social anxiety does. little bit of a bust this first go around, so I probably am gonna drive up to Michael's. There might be another HomeGoods TJ Maxx in that area, so we'll go see. I'm just curious what's out there. No, none of the big bat candelabras, the 4-footers, and none Johanna Parker. None Johanna Parker. I guess there were 2 little salt shakers, but I think I already have one. That is the jack-o'-lantern and the owl. So I didn't really need another 2. I did get a couple small things that I will show later, but for now, I'm gonna go on to the next. Michael's was a complete and total bust for me. You can see where they're going to start putting out more Halloween, which are the collections I probably care a little bit more about. I did actually order a couple things online already, but I wanted to see some things in person and some things I couldn't get online, so I wanted to see if they had them in store. Obviously this one does not have anything. I was even gonna pick up a couple of their florals so that I could redecorate some of my pots around my house. They didn't have any coupons, so I was like, well, I guess I'm not getting anything here today. Nothing for in-store, so I could only find online coupons, and I was like, well, guess I won't be shopping in store for right now. So I did find another HomeGoods close by, so I'm gonna go check that one out as well. had quite a bit more stuff. It seemed really crammed together, but I think it was different from the things I'd seen at my HomeGoods that I go to frequently. That's closer to where I live. So it was interesting. I didn't really get much there. I got hand soap for my kitchen, which is not related. And then I'll do a haul at the end of everything I got. But I did find a TJ Maxx nearby as well, only 4 minutes away. So I'm gonna go check them as well, just to make sure I'm not missing anything. Friends, that was a pumpkin smashing success. That was by far the smallest Halloween section I had seen so far, but they had Johanna Parker and they had some really cool bats, like rattan bats. I had been looking on Anthropology at some of their decor. They're very similar and a lot cheaper, so I got those as well. Again, I'll do a big haul at the end, but I'm just so excited about that store. They did have the same candle I just bought at HomeGoods for like $3 cheaper, which kind of annoyed me, so I might return the HomeGoods one just on principle because that bothered me. But anyway, I'm gonna go grab some food and head home. I am now home. I was going to show all of my purchases maybe in this one, but since I'm still waiting for other stuff to arrive, I might wait until I get everything settled for the Halloween fall season, and then I'll do a Halloween haul later. So stay tuned for that. I know I showed some things already earlier in this video, but more to come soon. Stay tuned.